Hi, this is Pauline McCarthy bringing you the Pearls of Pauline. Today's topic is going to be about 5 of the major problems of menopause and some tips to overcome them. The one we hear about the most are the hot flushes and the night sweats. If you've experienced these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're still looking forward to them, then hopefully this advice will put your mind at ease. Partners, if you're listening to this, please listen to the tips and help your partner out. So the first time I had the hot sweat, I woke up, my pillow was completely drenched. So I just flipped it over and went back to sleep. But over the weeks, it got worse and worse. That, you know, and I flipped it over twice, it went back to the wet side again. So now what I do is I keep a pillow, a fresh pillow beside the bed and a fresh sheet. The second point is memory loss and confusion. For me, this was one of the biggest problems. But this one morning I woke up and I thought, oh, I forgot to go to this meeting in the school. I phoned the school and I said, I'm so sorry I didn't come yesterday. And she said, what are you talking about? You were here and we had this meeting. And I had no memory of it whatsoever. You know? So I was getting really worried, so I went to the doctor and, you know, they were checking for Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff, you know. But it turns out it was just a combination of the sickness that I have and the medicine I take, stress and the menopause. So he said, you know, the good thing is that when the menopause has run its course, then you will probably get your memory back. So I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, my solution for that was to make this diary, and I write all my appointments in it. You know, I have two. I have one for appointments and one for notes for when I go to the meeting. In the appointment book, if a line is put through it, it means I went to it. If it's crossed out, it means it was cancelled. And if it's nothing in it, it means I just didn't go. When I was worried that it was Alzheimer's or something, I was worried. And the more worried I got, the worse the symptoms got. So I think it's very important to learn some kind of meditation, or even just to get a candle and focus on the light just for 10 minutes every day, just to empty your head, just relax, get rid of the worries. Learn the many techniques you can to get rid of worry, because worry is just going to make you worse. It will eventually come back to you. Also, it's very important to have a support group. I'm starting a new support group called changeoflifesupport.info. If it's not ready yet, just put your name, your email in, your name, and we'll get in contact with you when it's ready. And hopefully it'll be a group of women of all ages, the older women that can give the younger women advice, and also a resource of materials about all aspects of menopause. I mean, in years gone by you had to search through loads of books to find out all the information, but now we have the internet. But the internet is, again, it's like a big giant library. Where do you go and where do I find this thing? So I want to bring as much information in one place as possible, so all your needs of menopausal proportions will be catered to. Then our next problem is a lack of self-esteem. A lot of women, when they're going through this change of life, their bodies are changing, sometimes they put on a little bit of weight, they feel a little bit sadness, sometimes even grief. You know, it's like our ability to give birth has gone. We have lost something. I have been very lucky that I have 2 sons. You know, many people unfortunately couldn't have any children, but still there was always that hope. But when the change happens, then we don't have the hope anymore. It's gone, and it is a sadness. And we have this empty nest syndrome. You call them for dinner, you go up to the room and like, where is he? Oh, he's at college. It's really great to have someone to talk to. If you have a partner that you can talk to, that's the best. But if not, a girlfriend. Nowadays, many people feel shy to talk about these things that are really stressful in their life. So come to changeoflifesupport.info and we will make a community where we can all help each other, and it'll be anonymous. You know, you just put your username so you can just pour your heart out and nobody will really know who you are. You can just speak from your total heart. It's very important to do some kind of exercise. For me, I was never an exercise type person, and one day I stood on the scales and it was like 98 kilos. I think that's about 300 pounds. You know, it's like I didn't want to go into 3 figures in kilos, you know, and that was like a slap in the face. You know, it's like, no, that can't be me, you know. And then I started to be serious about what I was eating, and even just doing a little bit of exercise. I started doing swimming pool exercises. The more you get rid of the weight, the less pain you have, the more you can act. So it's a snowball effect. The biggest thing for me was waking up one morning and saying, I'm fed up being sick, I'm fed up being a victim, I'm going to take my life back. And that's just what I did. So I want to help other women take their life back. So this brings us on to our fourth point of major problem with the menopause, and this is lack of libido. For some women it's like so embarrassing to talk about these sexual things, but shh, it's only you and me, no, don't worry about it. So I want to talk about these things honestly from our heart. If you're embarrassed, just don't let anybody else see the computer screen. I've been lucky that this hasn't happened to me, but some women experience a vaginal dryness, and it can be very painful having intercourse. So that you can get in the pharmacy water-soluble creams that you use, which help. A lot of it has to do with our psychology, how we're thinking. We think that, oh, I'm getting old, I'm shriveling up. It's not just my ovaries shriveling up, my skin's shriveling up, my eyesight. And maybe my partner doesn't like me so much. And unfortunately, this is so weird. Isn't it? Unfortunately, men, most of us, like, we're in our early 50s or whatever, most of us have partners about the same age, and a lot of men start to experience impotence at the same age. So a lot of women think, they connect them together, they think, oh, he's having this problem because I'm ugly, but it's not true. It's just, he has his problem, you have your problem. So talk together. But if you can't talk together, come and talk with us at changeoflife.info. Because of the physiological changes in our body, we are more increased risk of heart disease and osteoporosis, loss of bones. So it's very, very important to be taking vitamins, calcium, omega-3, and we'll get into more about this in the website. But for now, realise that the more you take care of yourself, the easier it will be to cope with all these symptoms. That brings us on to our fifth point. Problem in the menopause is financial problems. And you think, well, what's financial problems got to do with the menopause? But until very recently, most women that reached their menopausal years were getting to the stage in their life where they were financially secure. They had paid off their mortgage, they were starting to save, and life was getting comfortable financially. But nowadays, like I'm recording this today, the 28th of January 2013, in the last 4 or 5 years we've been through a few financial crashes. Some people have lost all their savings, some have lost most of their savings. Many people are in the situation where they can't afford to retire. So instead of feeling financially secure, many menopausal women today and in the next 10-20 years are going to be so stressed about financial things. So it's very important to find a way to increase your income, and there are many ways you can do this. There are many groups online, women's groups, to help you learn how to start your own business. It can be an internet business, it can be a physical business. The man who inspired me to make this video, his name is Brendan Burchard, and he is like one of these internet gurus or whatever, and teaching you how to make a business online, or to write your own book, or be a public speaker, or things like this. You can take courses from these different experts and find out what it is, what is in you that you can monetize, that you can make an extra income so that you will be able to retire. So some people maybe will learn to write Kindle books, some people will start an online business, some people will start a physical business. Last year I started a little design company designing packaging for Icelandic candy. All my life I've wanted to help people, so this is why I'm starting this new site, the changeoflifesupport.info. Go there today, sign up, and we'll send you information as soon as the site is ready. It will be a completely free site, anybody can join. I'm hoping that older women will join as well, to be able to give advice to younger women, and together we can support each other. I look forward to seeing you there online, and thank you very much. Bye.